What is our goal of this writing the code? Means we have to maximize the number of events you attended without overlapping them on the same day. The example, let's suppose the example one that we have given. Okay, so we have given 1 2 2 3 and 3 4. So if we will write, like, let's suppose we'll say event, we have event is here, let's say we have a start day we have here, and we have end day is here. Okay, the things we can take. So how many events there? 1 2 and 3. Event is 1 2 and 3. 3 events we have given. For 1, start day is what? Will be at 1, right? But end is what? At 2. So we can say 2. Can we say that? So for event 1, start is 1 here and end is here, right? So we can say start day is 1, end is 2. Can we say that for event 1? For event 2, what is we have given? 2 and 3. Means this is 2 and this is 3. This is the start day and this is your end day for event 2. Can we say that? Similarly, can we say for event 3, 3 and 4. So this is 3 and this is 4. So if you observe, this is very simple, right? There is no overlapping, right? Means you just start 1 and it will finish on day 2. You start and do day 2, you start and day 2 and finish on day 3, right? There is no overlapping. Can we say that? Means you are a student, right? You are going to stand, we are going to attend an event, let's suppose. So you can attend like this. Let's suppose in day 1, you are attending event 1, right? In day 2, you are attending what? Event 2, right? And in day 3, you are attending what? Event 3. So you attended all 3 events. So the total output is how many days? How many number of events you have attended? 3, right? 1 2 and 3. So total 3, and that is, it was giving 3. You have attended 4 events, let's suppose, in this case. So at day 1, what you are doing? Day 1 to day 2, you are finishing this one. From day 1 to day 2, you are finishing your job. Like, okay, this one 2 to 3, you are finishing 2 to 3. In day 2 and 3, you are finishing this one, correct? So in day 4, you are attending what? 3 to 4, correct? 3 and 4. So you have attended this one at day 2 and 3. So in day 3 and 4, you can attend this one. Can you attend this one? So in 3 to 4, you can attend. So how many you have attended here? You have attended 4 in this way. But if you understand in one way, that you attend the event this, right? Event 1 in day 1, event 2 in day 2, event 3 in day 3, right? So you cannot attend further, you cannot attend this event. And this, in this, you have only how many? 3 events you have attended. So the possibility is that it depends on you how you are attending the event, right? So if you go with this approach, where you can attend the event 1 in day 1 and day 2, you can attend this one. When you are attending in day 2 and 3, you can attend this one and this one, right? And when you are attending in day 3 and 4, right, you can attend event 3, right? So we can say we have attended all these 4 events, right? Actually, our purpose is to attend maximum number of events, right? And this is the best approach to do that, right? You don't understand only to go and attend in one way to attend them, right? Okay, I hope you understand. So this is the way, only one way to find maximum events to attend. So this can be in the real life scenario also. Let's suppose or imagine you are attending a workshop at a conference, and each workshop is available for few days, but you can attend only one per day, right? Like this, right? So you want to attend as many as possible without time conflicts. So you can go with this approach. Can we say that? We can go with this approach, right? Give me once again. Can we say that, right? So you look for the workshop that attend earlier, so you don't block your calendar. Every day pick the best one available on that day, right? And so we can approach like this. So what is our key point? You don't have to attend an event on its first day, right? And you can pick any day between start and end date, right? Only one event per day is allowed, right? So we have to think like this, and you have to pick the smartly, so you can attend more in total, right? Means you don't have to attend an event on its first day itself, right? You have to pick any day. Any day you can pick it, like 1 and 2. You don't go with directly and just start day 1 that I will attend the event 1, right? You can go and pick day, pick any day between start and end date, right? So this is start date and this is end date. So in the start date, we can do what? We can attend event 1 and we can start event 2 also, right? Like that, you have to understand, you have to pick day between a start and end date, right? So because there is only one event per day is allowed, right? So we have to pick very smartly, so you can attend many more in total. So every day try to attend the event that ends earlier to free up the future date, right? And we have to sort the event by start date. The start date we have to sort, based on the start date we have to sort, and we will use we can say Min-Heap, right? We'll use Min-Heap so that we can keep track of every event and date, right, that are available to attend on the current day, right? And for each day we have to remove all the events from the heap that have already expired. So you can attend one event per day by picking the one for the earliest day, we can say. Can we say that? So let's understand by example. Okay, so let's suppose the very first example that we have given was event, right? Event we have given, let's suppose we have given 1 2, then we have given 2 3, then we have given 3 4, and then we have given what? 1 2. Correct? It was given, right? This is our event was given in example 2. Okay, if we will represent that what are the events are there, so event E1, can we say that here is let's suppose we call start and this is your end, right? So event E1 starts at 1, right, and ends at 2. Can we say that? We can say that, right? We have seen. Then event 2 is going to start at 2 and ends at 3. Similarly, E3, we are starting at 3 and ending at 4, right? There is another event E4 that we have seen, right, and it start at where? 1, and this is 2. Can we say that? We have these things we have given, right? So think that we are going to use greedy scheduling, right, where we will use each day to track available events, right, and always attend the earliest ending one. Let's suppose in day 1, let's suppose in day 1 we will check available events that start at less than equal to 1, right? What are the available events? Which is where start is less than equal to 1. Can we say that? In day 1 we want to find what is the available start that is less than equal to 1, right? So we can see there is 2 we have. The very first is E1 and another is E2. Can we say that? So what we will do, we will add E1 and E2 because their end dates, we will add their end dates. E1 end date is 2 and this is also 2, right? So what we will do, we'll create a Min-Heap. How we'll create the Min-Heap? Let's suppose this is called Min-Heap, right? So, or better, right at one place. Okay, so Min-Heap will take like this, 2 and 2. So first for E1 and second for E2, because if we'll talk about E1 having what is E1 have? We have 1 and 2. Can we say that? So end date we have to store here. Similarly here we have 1 and 2. this is your E4, right? And so we will add these two on the heap. Means we have to add their end dates to the min heap whose starts are less than equal to 1. Then we will put on the min heap. Understand? So the greedy choice, what is our greedy choice? Will attend the event ending as sooner as possible, or we can say we have to attend the event ending the sooner one, right? Means we have to pick both and on day 2, so we have to pick this one. So on day 2 itself, right, in day 1 itself, or you can say day 2 itself, right, we can finish this job. Means E1 and E4 can be attended at one time. Understand the intuition? This is our intuition to finish this. Means at day 1 itself, day 1 and day 2, can we say that in day 1 and day 2 you will finish E1 and E2? Understand? And then you will continue E2 and E3. I hope you understands. But actually what we are doing, technically we are attending E1, sorry, technically we are attending E1 or E4 at a time. So we can say event 1 is attended. Okay, I hope you understand. Let's continue. Let's suppose give me 1 second. Let's suppose in day 2, now this is day 2. Okay, now suppose in day 2, what are the available events that start at what? 2. Can we say that start is less than equal to 2? So there is 2. Let's suppose only one is E2, right? So we will add to the heap. So what we have? 2, and it is left over, right? We can say like this now. Okay, so 2 that is left over, right? And 3, can we say that? So remove the expire none day less than equal to what? 2, whose ended day is less than equal to day 2. Means we have to remove the expired one, right, from here. So if you'll call the, we have to attend the earliest ending, right? So we have to attend E4, let's suppose, because if you observe what we have here, we have is we have 2 here, and here we have 3. Okay, here it start at 3. Means, so now we will say that why do we attend E4 on day 2, correct, and not E2? Means why you are at finishing the job, why you are attending E4 and not you are finishing E2, right? Why? So let's think. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, now if you will understand, oh, these are events. Okay, these are events. These are what happened. These are events. Okay, so let's suppose these are given things we have, right? Events. If we will sort this, remember what I'm doing? Sorting. We sort them by start date, right? Let's suppose after sorting, it will become 1 2, then 1 2, both will come earlier, then it will come what? 2 3, then it will come 3 4. Can we say that it will come like this? Correct. So this event has been sorted, correct. So once you will sort this event E1, this was E1. Okay, event E1, let's suppose E1 is 1 2, start at 1 and set 2, then we'll go for E4, this is E1, this is E4, means 1 2, means we can say we can add this name to be consistent, right? Because 1 2 and 1 2 is there, then E2 will come, we can finish 2 and 3, and then E3 is 3 and 4. It means, give me one second, it means on day 1 you can attend E1 and E2, means you have to attend the event at E1 and E2, means E1 ends at where? At 2. E2 ends at where? Day 2, right? So we have to add both to the heap, and so we have added earlier 2 and 2, correct? So greedily we'll pick the ending end at 2. So let's say we attend E1, we attended E1, right? And then we'll remove E1 from the heap, so left over is what? This one only, and so we have say left over is 2. So we have attended this one, this is done, correct? So we will, after removing this, it was like this, right? Once you have finished the E1, you will remove the E1 from here, right? Event 1 you will remove, the left over is 2, right? So you can say E1 I have attended, right? And day 2, in day 2 ends at where? At 3, right? When we are starting day 2, it ends at where? In E2, its end date is 3, right? So we are ending at here. So what we will do, 2 and 3 we will add into the heap. Now looks good, right? 2 and 3, just think 2 and 3, what is the earliest? 2 is the earliest. So greedy choice will say let's pick the earliest end date, which is 2, right? So now remember, E2 was just added here, and which ends at 3. See here, it was just added, right? It was just added here, right? Because E2 was just added and ends at 3, but 2 is from E4, 2 is from E4. Can we say that? Yes, right? Don't think this 2 is this 2, no, we can say this 2 is this 2, means this 2 is from E4, this 2 is from E4, which started on day 1. Now understand? And that was not attended yet, so we attend E4 today, correct? So now you will remove from here. Give me one second. So now you will remove from here. You will have left is 3, so you can say Min-Heap having 3. I hope you understand, right? Now think. So now we have what? E4, day 3. Let's suppose we are talking about this one. So E3 ends at what? At 4, correct? And so we will pick here what? 2 and 3 is there. 3 is similarly we are taking here, right? So Min-Heap will have the data like this, 3 and 4. Can we say that? We have to add to the heap, because E3 ends at where? At 4. So 3 and 4 will be on the heap currently, correct? So we'll pick 3 because it is smaller. Min-Heap will pick 3 and it will attend day event 2. We will finish it. Then at day 4, so currently what we have on the heap? Nothing, only 4 is there, right? This 4 we have on the Min-Heap. So at day 4 we'll pick this one and we'll finish event 3. Okay, so finally we can say, give me one second. So finally we can say what? Day 1 we have attended event 1. Day 2 we have attended E4. Day 3 we have attended E2, and day 4 we have attended E3, correct? So total is 4 events we have attended. So this is the intuition we have to implement in our code. So let's understand the code, how to implement it. Okay, so very first step is to, we have the events we have given, right? Means in the very first step, what we need to do, step 1 we call step 1, and we'll sort all the event by their start date, right? So let's sort all the event by their start date. Can we say that? We can do that. How? Just take, because this is Java, use arrays dot sort, and you will add what? Event, and once you will add the events, right, it will get sorted. But we have to sort by their start date. For that we have to write our own comparator, right? So this is comparator class, is also in the util package, so no need to add anything, right? So you can write comparator, and comparator have a comparing method. Let's use the comparing int, and it will take 2 arguments, first a, and it will you can take 2 argument also or 1 argument also, but we have to take by the start date, right? So we'll pass a at 0, right? If we are passing 2 argument, that we have to compare first and then we have to store, then you have to take 2 things, right? But if you want to sort on only one, you can add only one here, right? Because we have to sort only the start date, not the end date. Okay, so this will be sorted by their start date. Now think what we need to do. We have to create a min heap to track end day of active events, we can say, right? So in step 2 we should do what? Let's create a min heap to track what? To track the end days. Can we say that? Of active events. Okay, so first of all we'll write priority queue, and we'll call it integer, and we'll pass min heap, and for that we'll write a new keyword we'll use and write priority queue. Okay, your min heap is ready. Now we have to initialize some variables, right? Because we have to find the index of event day, then we have to find the current day, right? We have to find the number of events, right? Those things we have to define. We'll define some variable. Let's suppose call int i. Int i is nothing but 0. Then we'll take int day. We'll start from day 1. Then there should be some count, so we can return it. Count is, let's suppose, start from 0. So number of event we have attended is count, and int n will take event dot length, right? We can write similarly. We have to write what? Int max day is 0. Now understand. So let's suppose this is the steps also that we have initialize the variable, we can say initialize the variables, the required variables, we can say. Okay, this I is the index of events day, we can say events day, right? And this day is current day we are on VR current day, you can leave VR, and the count is number of event, right? Number of event we attended, can we say that? And you know the length. Then in this step we have to define what? Let's suppose call a step that was a step step 3 we can say, where we have initialize, and this we call a step 4. Okay, stay by understanding. Okay, so we have to find the last day, right? So how we are going to find the last day, right? Let's call find the last day, right? So that is called max day, and we'll go through all the events, right? First of all, we have to iterate the event, right? Let's call event is nothing but our array, 1D array. We'll write event, and we'll say event. From events, we'll iterate all the event one by one, right? Here we have the max day we have, right? So max day, we will get what from math dot max, and we can write what a max day and event at 1, that will we get from end date we will, right? So at 0 we have a start, and at end we have 1 at 1, right? So this way you can find what the start date and end date you can find. Can we say that? We can say that, right? Now understand. Now think, we will write next step. What we need to do for each day, from day 1 to max day, we have to iterate, right? For that, let's call iterate or step 5 to for each day from 1 to max we can say. Let's suppose we'll iterate. How? We'll make a while loop, correct? And we'll say day start from day 1, line number 11, day 1 to we have to go max day, because we know our start day and end day, right? We know this is our start day and event day of the function, you can say, where multiple events are there. Can we say that? So we will continue by this loop. So in the very first step, we'll say step 5 or step 6 we can say, right? Step 6, add all the events that start today, correct? Add all the events that start today. Can we say that? How? We have to find. Let's suppose create a while loop, and we'll say if I is less than n, right, and events at I and at 0, right, if it is equal to equal to days, right? Day, current day is what? Day. So we'll check all the events that start today is, it should be less than n, right, number of events, and I at 0, events at I and 0 will get what? Start date, right? If that is current day, it means we have to add this. So how we are going to do that, right? Just start and say we have already created this mean heap, right? This is our mean heap, correct? So just put here, let's say we call this mean heap, and mean heap have a function or method we can say offer, where we can add respective end date, and that is at 1, correct? So all the end date we have to add, correct? So let's suppose if this is 1, if this is giving you 1, it will give you what? 2, right? So 2 we have at E1 and E4 that we have seen, right? So all E1 and E4 will get added here. So you will get here what? 2 and 2 that we have seen, right? Remember, we have written 2 comma 2. Remember that we will add here. I hope you understand, right? When day is 1, where here day was equal to 1, and the event was what? Event E1 was we can say 1 comma 2 and e4, yeah, e4 was also 1 and 2, remember. So due to this is at where we call event I at 0 is this one, day is already 1, so this e1 is 1 and this e4 having 1, both having a start day 1, so we'll add both on the heap, what, 2 and 2, both end state we will add here. I hope you understand, right? Then we'll write I plus plus. Can we say that? We can say that, right? Now in step 7, right? In step 7, what we should do, once you added on the heap, right, all the end state, right, then what you need to do, you have to remove the event from the heap that already expired. It means remove events from heap that already expired. And which the expired, we check the spelling, okay? Bad. Let's suppose we create a while loop where we'll check not min heap, this is the min heap, right, is empty. It should not be empty. This is the function of the min heap. To check min heap is empty or not, it will give you true or false, right? And we'll write the min heap, what is we have at the peak, right? What is we have at the peak? Day. Let's suppose we have given, for example, that we have seen example, remember. Let's suppose what I'm trying to say here. Let's suppose here we have, we have here 2 and 3, right? So can we say this is empty? No, right? This is not empty. So this condition will say it's not empty. Let's continue. We'll check another condition. Peak. What is on the peak? This 2 is on the peak or 3 is the peak? 2 is on the peak, right? Because this is min heap, right? So 2 will be on the here, right? So you will get all of them and you will write here min heap dot poll. You will remove from the min heap. Understand? Means you have to remove the events from the heap that already expired, that is already done, completed. I hope you understand. If any doubts is here, you write the step name that I have not understand, then I will explain you there, okay? In the next step, what we should do, think. Let's call this a step 4, 8. We call this 8. Once you have removed the expired one, right, we have to attend what? One event that ends earlier, right? Attend one event that ends earlier. Can we say that? And this is our greedy approach or choice, we can say. Greedy approach or choice. How? Think very first that we have taken, we will use this one and we'll say it should not be empty. If it is not empty, then we'll do what? Poll means attend the event. Attend the event. Similarly, we'll do that. Then we'll increase the count. How? We'll say plus plus. Remember? So if it is 2 2, right? We have removed from there, right? But if it is not empty, we'll remove the here and we'll say count plus. Okay? And we'll say increase the number of, we can say this is nothing but increase the number of count of attended events. Okay, you fix it. Okay, or whatever, writing the sentence. Increase the number of count of attended events. Increase the count. Just increase the count. Increase the count. So what we should do? So very first we have done. We have then what we should do? We should once this is done, we have attended the count of the attended. Yeah, all is done, right? So in the step 9, what we need to do? We have to move to the next day, right? Move to the next day. Okay, how we are going to do? Will days plus plus. When this is done, right? Then our method is also done. Can we say that? Means once this is done, only one thing is remaining. We have to as step 10, we can say that return total events attended and return count. Okay, so let's try. Okay, error at max day. I think when we have defined, we have not written. Comparator dot comparing. Okay, it gives us error. Let's fix it. Okay, let's check on days plus plus. Cannot find the symbol. I think we have taken day, not days. Yeah, not days. Okay, so let's understand what I have done, right? So very first step, you will sort the array, right? And based on their start date, right? And so you have used like this. Then you will create the min heap to track the end days of active events. Then you will take what? You will initialize all the required variables like I, the index of events, day, the current day, count, number of events that we have attended, and so we'll find the max day. Why we are going to find the max day? Because we have to iterate from day 1 to max day, and we will add all the events on the all the events that start today on the min heap, right? Like this we have attended, right? If you have seen all the videos, you will understand this, right? Then you will find the events that is already expired, just remove from there, and if it is not empty, poll that we have attended one and increase the count. You will see that you have increased the days count also. Now we will move to the next day, right? So we will check for the next day now. So next day we'll do the same, repeat, we'll do the job until we'll reach the max day. We will do the same job here, right? And finally we will return the count, right? Because each time we'll increasing the count. If the min heap is not empty, we are removing from there, as we are thinking that we are attending the meeting, we have attended the event, and that is done, right? So as I understood, if you have understood the problem, if you have any doubt, please ping me in the comment box. I'll request you to do try run and put in the comment box, and also write the time and space complexity. If you are struggling with that, let me know. I'll put in the comment box. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and keep subscribing expert funda, liking the video, so you can support directly and indirectly to the expert funda, so you will get the premium videos at no cost. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video.